Well, hey students, Pastor Tim here with a midweek devotional, and I'm just going to read one verse. It's found in Matthew 5, verses 6, and this is part of the Beatitudes. And Jesus says in this, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled." Well, what are you hungry for right now? Boy, I could probably go for a big old slice of pizza. There's something about, I love pizza with the more pizza sauce, the better. I just love tomato sauce in general. And hey, I could even go for Sonic, go for some cheese sticks and dip it in that marinara, the Route 44T. I hunger and thirst for a lot of things. You can see that. But I ask, what are you hungering and thirsting after right now? Now, for students, it might be the adoration of your classmates, and you hunger for popularity and acceptance there. Some of us in the future might have our goal, hey, if I just achieve fame and fortune. Or it could just be your hunger to meet some personal goals that you set. Now here's a big one. We got, it's probably almost a month away, but just around the corner, you've got Valentine's Day. And you might hunger and thirst for somebody to love. And you've got just something you want to feel there. But this scripture is saying, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness." So how do we hunger for righteousness? Well, there's three desires we need in our life if we're going to hunger after righteousness. The first one is that we must have a desire to be righteous. That means we have a desire to be forgiven and accepted by God and made right with God. In our sin, we're not right with Him, and He makes us right through His Son, Jesus Christ. So we have a desire to be made right with God through His Son, Jesus Christ. So many of you have done that. Many of you turned to Christ already. So if you've done that, the next thing is that you should have a desire. If you're in Jesus, you should now have a desire to do what is right. That means you do the right thing spiritually. And what does that look like? Well, it's simply doing what God has commanded us. In the Great Commission, He says, "Go make disciples, teaching them to obey His commands." And so a disciple seeks to obey the commands of God. And that's how we hunger after Him. We feel this desire to do the right thing. And when we come to Jesus, that our desires are changed to where we want to do the right thing now spiritually. And we're seeking to do the right thing with our neighbors and relationships and that kind of thing. And then thirdly, if we're going to hunger and thirst for righteousness, we'll have a desire to see done right. Now, what do you mean by that, Pastor Tim? The desire to see right done is that now we want to do God's will by obeying His commands, but we also want to see others around us do the right thing. And so we're trying to influence all those in our path of influence to do the right thing before God. And so those are the three desires we need to hunger and thirst after righteousness. And when we do that, look what the scripture says. We will be fulfilled. So you hungering to do the right thing? Are you hungering after righteousness? I hope you are, students. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, send me a direct message, and hope to see you real soon.